All right. Next up, we're going to kick it over to John. Where are you coming from?
Right there. No,
I'm coming from LA.
Your hometown, Jeremy.
Yep.
Oh, you're from LA? What's going on, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually on in January, that FanCast, the 27th. I was on that one too.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I asked you about the Star Wars question, and I found out that you were super dark. Yeah. So I actually have one thing to tell you before I actually have one thing to tell you before I ask my question.
Go for it.
You know that Denton's death date thing?
Yeah, the Snapchat show.
Yeah. So I watched half of that before I realized it was you. Because last time I was just like, this guy looks familiar, because last time I had actually looked up who's Finn's voice actor, right? It was like when I was like 10.
Right.
So then I found that I was like, what? No way. So that was pretty funny.
That's awesome. What'd you think? Did you like it?
I thought it was funny. I didn't think I was gonna like it because it kind of seemed like a Riverdale type.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more of like a.
Right, 100%. When I auditioned for that, I honestly I had no idea what the tone would be, and I didn't even get to read any of the scripts before I booked the job. Literally, I just had the lines for the audition, which was all from the first episode, basically, or maybe first two. That was all I had to go off of. And it was they have to, their table read is on Monday. So they basically need to find someone for this really quickly. And they saw your stuff in Mr. Student Body President. And the director thought that you would be great for it. And they're like, can you tape today? And I was like, sure. Yeah, I had my brother just help me onto my iPhone, just send it a self-tape real quick. And then the next day they were like, you got the job. Also, we need to know if you basically are a yes on doing it by tonight. And we'll send you the script afterwards. And I was like, sure.
All right.
Yeah. And then I got the 10 scripts and I was like, I need to read through these before the table read tomorrow. And then as I was like, you're like, oh God, I hope it's decent. I have no idea what I'm jumping into. And then as I was reading them, I was like, oh, this is pretty funny. I thought it was really funny. And then we just, got on set, and it was, it's a very
snappy,
quick show. And no pun, literally no pun intended, Snapchat. It was a fun show. I don't know what's happening with that during everything. And I actually, while I was shooting that, I had to, on my lunch break one day, rush over and do the audition, which would end up getting me the show that I'm currently working on that'll be on Netflix.
Nice.
So yeah, that kind of all happened around the same time. But yeah, fun show. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to see a second season, but I don't know when that's gonna happen.
Dude, you and me both. I have no idea.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't want to take any more time though, so I'll ask my question. What is the best piece of advice you ever heard and that you live by?
Best piece of advice I ever heard and lived by. I think it kind of just boils down to, I think, I don't even know as far as advice goes. I've heard a lot of advice. I would just say, for me, the thing that I live by is just my faith and just my love of people, and the fact that I'm just very thankful for where I'm at. I think that's a big thing. I think a lot of times in our day and age, it's easy to focus on the negatives, but I think really just being thankful for what you have is so important. And you can always find something to complain about, no matter who you are, whether you're you have everything.
True that.
You can always find something to complain about, but then you really stop and look at it and you're like, there is nothing I can possibly justify complaining about. And so, yeah, I think just being thankful for where you're at and making the most of it.
Yeah, if there's a negative, there's definitely a positive too.
100%.
That you could find in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
That was very insightful, John. I actually really like that.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to steal that.
She's like, I needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll credit, photo credit. Thanks, John.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining.